Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Day of the Des portion of the show. Day of the Des is a nonprofit organization whose team of volunteer curators scours the globe for the best in video games for you to enjoy, with a focus on indie developers who are lovely, and you'll get to meet them today as well as enjoy their games. And there's nothing else to worry about, so just sit back and relax and enjoy Day of the Des, Summer Games Fest edition.
Damn, that looks cozy as fuck.
Oh, that's a prop.
We love Cappy Games at Day of the Devs. They've been making incredible games for 20 years up in Toronto. You might know them for games like Below or Super Brother Sword and Sorcery, or maybe you know their incredible puzzle games like Grindstone and Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Well, if you're in the latter, we're very excited to announce their next great puzzle game.
Canadian reference.
Hi, I'm Eileen from Cappy Games.
And I'm Dan, Cappy's creative director.
We're so thrilled today to be able to give you a first look at what we've been up to at the studio since releasing Grindstone.
I've never played.
Introducing Battle Vision Network.
Ooh, nice.
BVN fuses cozy,
I think like the only game I've
with
played
deep turn-based tactics to test players
is Psychonauts and Psychonauts 2. I don't know if he was involved with the second one.
It's a 1v1 puzzle battle in the galaxy's most watched sport.
To be honest, I just played the Psychonauts games, and that was it. Oh, I see. Yeah,
LucasArts is a spiritual
LucasArts.
successor to one of Cappy's most beloved classic games, Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. BVN reimagines Clash of Heroes puzzle combat design to center an
We're not going to get a Psychonauts 3 announced anytime soon, but like
multiplayer.
The second
Over
one
several
was so
rounds,
good.
take turns launching attacks by creating color-matched formations with your units. Vertical matches create attackers. Horizontal matches create defenders.
The rapid fire matches last a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
BVN isn't
I know.
just about dominating matches.
And the second one took a lot to like make happen.
The title of champion. And the player
The second one was so fucking good. The first one was
choose between multiple teams,
not too bad,
with
but the second one was like
each with its own playstyle and home arena.
Surpassed
the Ragtags team,
my expectations.
The stats, outcome, and narrative events of the season for everyone.
Gameplay is simple enough to jump into.
If you're at all
as you
into
rise
like
in the ranks,
3D
you'll unlock new
platformers,
units,
yeah,
each with
I would
game-changing
play it.
abilities, and discover endless new tactics and strategies.
I want to replay
Charismatic
that game
captains
soon,
front
honestly.
each team. Captains run the playfield with big personalities and outsized power in the form of tide-turning special abilities.
Well, the second one is better, I'll tell you that.
When building the wild world of BVN, we weren't just
It's almost
influenced by our own
incomparable.
game,
It's like
Clash of Heroes.
if you played the
We're also
first one, it'll be
inspired by the
exciting because you'll get
theatricality
references and stuff,
spectacle of Eurovision.
and they'll have similar
Cappy's art teams
collectibles, but it's
outdone
like
themselves with a fantastic roster of hand-drawn and
it's so much
hand-animated
better.
characters, fashion-forward collectible outfits.
I don't want to spoil anything,
Battle
but
Vision
yeah.
Network is a live, season-based game with new twists, new characters, fresh rankings, and narrative surprises emerging every season.
I'll
also
turn it down a
excited
bit.
to feature a phenomenal soundtrack
I
by
did
our
notice it
frequent
got louder.
collaborators, the incredible Jim Guthrie and Sam Webster.
You'll be able to play BVN on mobile, PC, and console, and we'll be announcing more details soon.
We're so thankful to Day of the Devs for a chance to introduce Battle Vision Network. And
Right,
grateful
that
to
should
our
be
awesome
better.
partners Netflix. Wishlist the game to join the fun.
Thanks for letting me know.
Our next title comes to us from the Game Bakers, a small studio
good.
in Montpellier, France, who claim to make games the same way they cook food, with a lot of love. Their next dish comes to us piping hot, fresh from the oven. It'll take us to dizzying heights, which quite frankly give me the heebie-jeebies. So hold on tight, making its gameplay debut today. This is Cairn.
Yeah, I guess we're seeing it again.
Hi, I'm Emric from the Game Bakers. Maybe you know us for Fury or Haven. Fury was a hack and slash and Haven
That
an
game's gonna
RPG,
be
but
either
both were
really
games for
frustrating or
freedom.
really boring.
Live free to love who you want. Today I'm presenting our next game, Cairn, the final part of our Freedom Trilogy. In Cairn, you play an alpinist who's climbing a deadly mountain. You put your life at risk to reach a summit that nobody reached before. You are obsessed by this ascent and you are climbing to free yourself from your own chains.
Why not both, exactly?
Cairn is what we call a survival climber. You have to climb, but also survive in the mountain. The climbing is very realistic. You can climb absolutely everywhere as long as you manage to keep your balance and stamina. If you are careless, you fall. Falling, trying again the same route or a completely different route, trying over and over. To make it, you have to push yourself, to go beyond your limits. Each wall to climb feels like an opponent, almost like a boss fight. Even though you can climb free solo, alpinism has a natural
Oh my god, we got
checkpoint
skill
device,
checks.
pitons. But you have a limited amount, and using them at the right time is key. Eventually,
Makes
reaching the
sense,
top
yeah,
of the
makes
wall
sense.
is extremely satisfying. It's freeing. Thanks for watching, and wishlist the game to stay tuned.
A two-person team in Canada has been developing this next game in absolute secrecy over the last 3 years. And as a fellow Canadian, I call dibs on
Whoa, she's got a hickey on her neck.
You may also recognize one of the developers' voices from their wildly
just kidding.
popular YouTube channel.
I shouldn't have said
From
anything.
Nanopark Studios and IMA
I have no idea what that could be.
Prepare yourself for... Wait for it.
Hello there, my name's Brandon.
And I'm Danny, and we are here to show you our game, Pedal Runner.
Oh, Pokemon.
Pedal Runner is a retro-flavored slice-of-life RPG where you play as a motorcycle courier that delivers pets to people in a city called Sapphire Valley.
In Sapphire Valley, the company Hannah Pets has developed new devices called Leap Cells to power their newest generation of digital pets by using an unexpected fuel source: flowers.
We got Game Boy games in
Leap cells are delivered and
2024.
installed by specialized couriers known as pedal runners. As a pedal runner, this installation involves planting the cell and calibrating it by performing a sequence of quick and varied mini-games. Once that calibration is complete, the new Hannah pet begins to farm. You play as Callie, who's a new recruit in the Pedal Runner program. So being new in town and with a bit of a shy personality, Callie does encounter a few challenges along the way. Just from the difficulty of dealing with customers or talking to people in general, to their rivalry with a fellow recruit. Fortunately, Callie is joined by their pet companion, Kira.
Kira is
Oh, this
unique in
is
that he's
also
an
this
older
is the
type
end of
Hannah
my
Pets,
bingo board.
which is a simpler and now obsolete handheld model.
Oops.
So with that outdated tech, Kira has some quirks, like his battery isn't always reliable. But he's way more outgoing than Callie, and so he's great to have around when meeting new people. He's practically indispensable.
We couldn't even get a musical
The Pedal
performance.
Runner program will take Callie and Kira through the 4 unique districts of Sapphire Valley. Along the way, mysterious occurrences will begin to surface, and we will encounter individuals who think that there may be more to uncover about the new Hannah Pets sensation.
So, you know, it's got motorcycles,
Yeah, Jack, right?
robots, there's flowers, there's pets. We tried to really give the story some heart to it, and we just hope you have fun playing.
And
Yeah,
thanks
that's
for
true.
checking
I
out
mean-
Pedal Runner.
I mean, call me crazy, but like that was probably the most interesting part. The Inside Out 2 teaser.
Developed in Shanghai by Polar Studio, our next game is a dystopian thriller that's as every bit Orwellian as it is Lynchian. It's a tale of temporal technologies, unimaginable body horrors, and psychedelic nightmares.
Sonic Generations
This is Karma, the Dark World.
is the only other thing I remember, but like, again, I didn't even play Generations 1.
嗨，各位好，我是 Karma the Dark World 的创意总监王永鹤。我们团队月朗工作室来自于中国上海，团队的目标是带给全球玩家有趣且有深度的叙事驱动类游戏。很荣幸借此机会向各位玩家展示由我们才华横溢的月朗团队所制作的第一款游戏《Karma the Dark World》。
Wow, this looks creepy.
这是一款第一人称叙事驱动类的心理恐怖游戏。玩家将扮演利维坦思想局的任务干员丹尼尔，他的主要任务目的是潜入嫌疑人的大脑，并调查事件的真相。玩家将在2个不同的世界中进行冒险。
I'll be right back. I'm just going to use the bathroom.
情绪和故事，一个是在反乌托邦的现实世界，你将了解到扭曲、压抑、毫无人性的社会观。另一个是用记忆所构建的脑中世界，你将看见诡异恐怖的画面，但却包含了令人痛心的真相。在这个游戏中，作为探员，你需要坚守意志，效忠这座城市的掌控者利维坦公司。但直到有一天，你发现正在调查的案件发生了翻天覆地的变化，你冰冷的心从此开始逐渐融化。
What have I done?
这就是 Karma the Dark World， 一个你从没有体验过、带有浓厚电影风格的反乌托邦游戏。如果你想要了解更多关于这个故事的最后的真相，请访问我们的网站 karmadarkworld.com， 我们会第一时间告知你试玩的 demo 相关时间。最后，请大家享受预告片。
Fuck! My prosthetic! This isn't real. This can't be real.
I will echo.
How do you follow up making 2 of the best indie games of all time? Make 50 more. That's what's happening with UFO 50. This is from the team at Mossmouth, who made Spelunky and Spelunky 2. It's as if you took the modern design sensibilities of today and went back in time and made an entire console worth of retro games. And it's coming so soon.
Hi, I'm Derek. I'm John, and we're part of the team of indie developers working on UFO 50, a collection of 50 games.
You heard that correctly. That's 50 brand new games.
Oh, we got more Game Boy games.
First and foremost, these are not mini games. Some of the games are smaller, like arcade-style games. Others are quite large, with
seriously though,
expansive worlds to explore. But every single game is a complete experience.
They're not even going for
title screen to its ending credits.
SNES looking
that
games.
Connects all these games too. We invented a fictional company called UFO Soft that developed these games for a fictional 80s game console. This company's history spans from 1982 to 1990, and the games get more technically advanced as the years go on. And as you explore the timeline, you'll find that some games have sequels or recurring characters.
We also thought about the limitations of the hardware. We devised a strict 32 color palette as well as
honestly, that's kind of cool.
to make you feel like you're in the
It's a cool
world
concept.
of UFO 50, no matter which game you're playing.
But one area where we didn't limit ourselves is in the game's designs. We were happy to build on modern game design and genres, and we strived to make sure that each game felt like a unique experience. Our goal isn't just to remind you of a bygone era, it's also to provide 50 fresh experiences. We like to think that UFOsoft was a company that was ahead of its time.
All of the games are unlocked from the start, so you can explore the collection in your own way. Every game's not going to be everyone's favorite, but figuring out which games you like is part of the fun. With so much variety, you're sure to find something to get lost in, whether you prefer fast-paced action games or thinky strategy games.
And we all have fond memories of going to a friend's house and browsing their game library for something to play together. So half of UFO 50's games have multiplayer, either co-op or versus.
Needless to say, UFO 50 has been in development for a long time. But today, we're very excited to finally announce a release date.
That's right, UFO 50
July
is
something.
coming to Steam on September
Oh.
18th.
It better be cheap, because even though it's a lot of games, it's like, it won't sell well unless it's cheap.
Please find our Steam page and wishlist the game so that you can be notified when it comes out.
The developer of this next game should be a pretty familiar face, so it should be no surprise what they've cooked up. But nevertheless, it's still a world premiere. So take it away, Spry Fox.
Yeah. Oh. Don't Starve? Wait, no, Cozy Grove. I put like 100 hours into this game. I won't say it was worth it though. The power wash. What the fuck just happened?
So if you'd like to be one of the first one to hear about what we're up to and our upcoming demo, please head over to our Steam page. Thanks again, and we look forward to sharing more with you.
I love a good puzzle game, especially one with a really elegant design that evolves as you play. Better yet if it's got a beautiful art style or a captivating narrative to pull you through. Well, this game has all of that. This is Arranger from indie supergroup Furniture and Mattress.
Hola, soy Nico Recabarren de Mendoza, Argentina. Hace un tiempo hice un juego de puzzles multipremiado llamado Ethereal, junto con Tommy Batista. Desde entonces hemos estado trabajando muy duro en una aventura mucho más ambiciosa, junto con nuevos amigos. David Hellman, cuyo arte expresivo seguramente recuerdes por Brave, y
Alright, we should be
Chandler,
back.
que con su humor y creatividad probablemente te ha hecho
That was
soltar más de
nice
una
to
risa
have happen.
con Carto. Con nuestra visión creativa compartida queremos traerles algo que se sienta fresco
I didn't even
y
see what
ligero.
that Cozy Grove
Ojalá les
was.
guste este nuevo vistazo a Arranger, a Role Puzzling Adventure.
In Arranger, you play as Gemma, a slightly chaotic young woman who's looking to venture out beyond the overly cozy confines of her hometown. Always been a bit of a misfit, which isn't helped by the strange way that she moves through the world. As she moves, objects on the same row or column move with her, and if she gets to the edge of the gameplay grid, she loops around to the other side. We use this core set of mechanics in a wide variety of interesting ways throughout the adventure. never hesitating on any one idea for too long, to keep things feeling breezy, playful, and respectful of your time. The entire game world exists on a sprawling, interconnected grid, on which you'll find towns full of lovable weirdos to chat with and advance the story. Wilderness spaces to navigate full of optional puzzles and exciting mysteries. And dungeons teeming with monsters to puzzle your way past. Or through. Told through expressive comic-style cutscenes. We follow Gemma on her journey of self-discovery. Heading out beyond the walls of her town, she soon discovers a beautiful, inspiring world. But also one ruled by fear and a strange, immovable force called the Static. Can she disrupt a culture of stagnation and find a place to fit into it? Find out in a new type of role puzzling game when Arranger launches.
I mean, that looks kind of
July
cool.
25th.
There's never been a bigger red herring than the developer name Cozy Game Pals, because their idea of cozy.
I need to
is a
look up
little
what that
twisted.
Cozy Grove
Here's
announcement
your world
was.
premiere first look at the very first release from Blumhouse Games.
Why is that all stretched?
Amy? Are you okay? Do you see anyone?
Nah, it's totally empty. I hope the board looks as creepy as I imagine. Let's go. With hands entwined and hearts aligned, we seek the realm of the undefined.
Here we go.
What was that?
Don't worry, Viv. If any ghosts actually show up, I'll protect you.
Amy! Oh, I've got to get out of here. Where did you go? Hello? Amy!
Just go home, Viv.
I'll save you, no matter what.
Don't worry, Viv. Everything is going to be spectacular. I'm happy here. So happy.
A few months ago, this next game appeared on the interwebs out of nowhere. It mystified us.
On the
It seems like
interwebs.
a novelty at first, but then you realize just how profound its mechanics and rendering engine are. From Crescent Moon Games and Those Dang Games, this is Screenbound, a game.
Hey guys, it's Josh Precyson, and I'm the game director of Screenbound. Today we'll be talking with Kyle McKeever, who's the game developer. We'll be talking about the game's mechanics, how it started, and how it's going.
Hi, my name is Kyle McKeever, and I'm the
Oh,
developer
this
of
game I'm looking
Screenbound.
forward to.
And Josh, you and I have been working together on Screenbound for a couple months now. Do you want to talk about the idea of how Screenbound came to be?
So I was watching a video of someone playing a Game Boy, and I don't know why it came to mind exactly, but just seeing the image of someone holding a device in their hand with an environment in the background and something happening on the screen made me think, how could you link this all together into a game where you're playing on the screen and you've got a 3D environment and they're both linked? It started with a little prototype of just a character holding the device, having an endless running motion and jumping at the same time as seeing it in 2D and 3D.
And then the other part of it was the controls from the prototype. They weren't set in place.
I think we were having this problem where you're exploring this world, but only facing forward, and you can move side to side, but you're only looking in front of you. So at first we're like, okay, maybe we can just do a 180 so you can at least go backwards, because we were constantly moving forward in 3D space. So we tried that. That felt a little weird. And then at that point I was like, you know what? Since most of the games out there that people are familiar with are first-person shooter games, why don't we try FPS controls? And then you implemented an FPS controller and kept the 2D essentially the same, and for some reason it just miraculously worked. So the device itself that you use in Screenbound,
Yeah, I was saying
is a
this is
quantum device.
something I'm looking
How
forward
that
to.
works in the context of the game is that
It's
the
actually
2D
new
world
and
that's presented
unique.
on the screen is actually projecting an environment as a 3D world, which is also how it works in the level editor, because the level editor is 2D, and once you finish
This is
your
so
level,
cool.
or you're finished working on it, it actually builds the entire 3D geometry out and creates a 3D world. Both dimensions are equally important, and you have to be paying attention to both to get anywhere in the game. Because, first of all, the enemies are in 2D. So if you're walking along in 3D and you're not looking at the screen, you're going to die probably within 5 to 10 seconds because you're going to be hit by an enemy. You're going to see some distortion effect on the screen, and that's where like the two dimensions meet, and you're going to get pushed back and you're going to lose some health from your battery
It's
bar.
called,
But immediately you're going to realize that you can't
shit, what
play
was it
one
called?
or the other dimension. You have to be paying attention to both.
When I'm testing and developing, if I lose track of the 2D side, I'm always
It'll show it at the end.
and that's how you die. The biggest risk in 3D is literally falling. It's pretty clear cut though, because everything translates fairly one-to-one. If there's like pixelated grass in the 2D world, there's going to be grass in the 3D world. Same with trees.
Yeah, all that stuff crosses over except some of the puzzle elements or some of the things you only see in 2D or you only see in 3D, like the fan.
Yeah, you kind of solve puzzle elements more so on the 3D side, but then you survive threats by focusing on the 2D side.
And yeah, that's pretty much it. We'll talk soon.
Our next game takes what you might consider a dream job.
All right, I'll
and
look on
adds
my
a
wish
heap
list.
of
I do
dread.
have it on my
You
wish
play
list.
as a zookeeper tending to animals, except something is terribly wrong. Developed by an international team at Clapperheads, this is Zoocosis. And I promise you've never seen giraffes like this before.
You think they're cute? I don't. You've all been to the zoo, and each of you has your favorite animals. But do you know what happened here at night behind closed doors? I'm Valentin Shukin, the lead game designer
It's called
of the
Screenbound.
Zoocosis game, and I invite you become a night zookeeper.
Oh, are you finally awake? Good. Get up. It's time to get to work. Hurry up. You have nothing to worry about. What was that? There's something in the works that you're not ready to know about yet.
The plot of Zoocosis was written in the best traditions of the thriller and horror genres. We aim to create a dark atmosphere resembling the works of Hans Giger, Lovecraft, and Edgar Allan Poe. We achieve this through lighting placement, color correction, textures, and environmental props.
This is our mobile veterinary station. Here you'll be mixing medications for our animals.
Nice.
Are they sick? Well, they can be. We need to closely monitor the health of the animals. We have some quite rare specimens.
The mutation, the parasite, and the infection that's happening to these animals, it's kind of like reprogramming their biology.
No, I haven't played that. Oh, that looks super
The
cool.
giraffe head acting like a large anaconda, slithering with its jaw unhinged, try to bite you.
That's another game
Concept
added
of
to the
giraffe
wish
sets
list.
the basis
Yeah,
of each
I think
animal
I've
having
seen
their
that
own
before, but
unique
I haven't ever
design and
played it.
mutation.
There also will be many endings in the
Wait,
game.
you have a copy?
Each of the endings depend on the choices made by the player during the game. Planning out all the endings was quite challenging. We dedicated a substantial amount of time structuring the paths and dialogues into a unified framework to ensure seamless functionality.
I mean, if you don't plan on doing anything with it,
This one's mine. If you
I'd
perform
appreciate
well
it,
tonight,
but
you'll get one in the morning. Is that your
it's up
wife?
to you.
Should I tell her you're staying here for the night? Keep in mind, I'll lock you in until morning.
Your main goal will be to save the edibles, including infected ones that have turned into mutants. Save them and save yourself.
We really hope
Wait,
that
yeah,
you will
I'll try to
enjoy
play
the
it soon
Zoocosis
then.
release in this summer.
I'm sure it's not going to be
On
like a
Steam
long
and follow us on social media.
20-hour game,
Thank
right?
you
So-
so much for the support. See ya.
Why are you so jumpy?
And that's the game. Except not
Good,
quite.
good.
You can see in While Waiting by Optilusion Games, waiting is always an option, but not the whole story. And that's what I like about our next title. It's more than meets the eye. See what mischief you can get up to while waiting.
Hi everyone, I'm Dom, the founder of Optilusion Games. We're a game studio based in Irvine. Today I'm thrilled to reintroduce our latest game, While Waiting. While Waiting is a game about waiting for things to happen, waiting for the bus, waiting for the traffic, waiting for the line to move. Follow our main character Adam as he waits his way through the various scenarios of everyday life.
Oh, there you are.
Maybe you want to be a well-behaved kid and embody good old-fashioned patience.
Yeah, dude, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Or perhaps you want to get up to
I'll play it on
a
stream
little
too if I
tomfoolery.
end up playing it soon.
Or maybe a lot of
It looks really cool. That's awesome you had another
For
copy.
people who really want to do something, you can find your own way to kill the time. We also have prepared a list of meaningless challenges to help
worries.
you with it. If they're too hard or maybe not your cup of tea, that's okay. We also have a very helpful fidget button, specially designed for you. Just press it. Explore over 100 hand-painted levels, each chock full of mini-games, fun little interactions, Easter eggs, and things you should definitely not try in your daily life. Don't worry about Adam though, he's a tough little guy. Get to know his family, his friends, and his victims as you follow Adam's life from birth to death with every mundane thing in between. But do remember, your goal is
Awesome, it
to
worked,
waste
I got it.
nothing else.
Yeah, thanks again, dude. I appreciate it. The game looks super cool.
Add to waitlist on Steam. I mean, wishlist.
During the selection process, this next game really caught my eye. It's got cyberpunk vibes, horror vibes, ghost vibes, all the vibes. With this game, Toronto-based developer Rocket Adrift really captured something unique.
Activated. I will, yeah. I'll make sure not tomorrow. Yeah, 2020 was the Fall Guys year for me too.
Psychroma
Yeah, dude.
is a cyberpunk horror game. One of the concepts that we wanted to
The good old
really
days when we wake
emphasize
up for
was
Fall Guys
identity,
and
what it means to
be
be
excited to
who you
play.
are, and how horrific it might be if that
This
was
crazy new
stripped
game,
from
how
you.
could it go down?
The protagonist has amnesia. You don't know who you are.
The idea of losing yourself, it seems like it should be the one thing that can't be taken away from you.
I was saying the other day,
We
Fall
wanted to
Guys is
set
the
game
game
into a
that got
kind
me
of
back into
cyberpunk
gaming.
future.
I had a few
were
years where
really
I didn't play
interested
any
in
video
the
games. I was
paranormal
just like watching
concepts
TV and movies
the
for
more
entertainment.
grounded future technology.
I'd pretty much given up on gaming, and
Cyberpunk has a lot of themes
yeah,
that
Fall
fit well
Guys
with the story that we
is
wanted to tell.
what made me buy
The
my
idea
new
of What makes
PC.
humans human, having your environment really impact who
got me
you
playing
are and
games
what
more
you're
than
dealing
an
with,
hour a
this
day.
kind of dystopian future. That's kind of horrific in itself. In our main character, Hayes, we also decided to make them non-binary and biracial. Part of that is what creates a rift in their ability to connect with other people.
Like, credit where
So
credit
Psychroma
is
was
due
a
for
great
Fall Guys.
way
It
for me to explore that.
it was
part
one of my
myself.
favorite games.
Like not being black enough for the black
shit,
community
Shell.
and obviously not white.
I just saw
passing.
Shell's
And I've
message. Sorry,
never
Shell. I was
really
trying
been
to
able to explore that or
like redeem
really
something on
talk
Steam.
about that openly until now, I think. We like to write
How's
from
it
our
going,
own
Shell?
perspectives, and I feel like that's really helpful for a certain kind of player that's looking for that in their narrative-driven games. It really is amazing to see people
Yeah, sorry about that.
interact with the media you made and get it.
How
For
was your
anyone
dinner?
else out there that's looking to make
Not too bad.
impactful indie games,
But
it's gonna be
the
hard,
last couple
but
hours of
the
this
feeling
event
that you get when
were
you
kind
get
of
that game
lackluster,
into someone's
so.
hands, there's nothing else like it, and for me, it's way worth it.
Oh, that's Coldbreaker. Yeah, the first few hours. And the next, few
Time to
days
get
of this
cozy.
shit.
And this game is about as cozy as it gets, because it's about houses. Just not quite in the way you'd expect. By Tanant Games, this is Building Relationships.
สวัสดีครับ ชื่อธนัท บุษยางกูลครับ
I'd be
จาก
down
ก
to
รุงเทพ
DVD.
มหานคร and I'm here to show you
Thing is, though, I don't know how
probably the
long
most stupid game
I'll be
you'll see
streaming
all
for.
day today. It's a silly adventure game where you play as a house on a date, and it's called Building Relationships. Take a look.
Yeah, I could.
In this game, you'll find yourself as a new arrival on the island. You'll be exploring the area.
Yeah, honestly, that sounds
moving
fun.
around just like
Gaming,
a real house.
Gaming with other people is always more fun than gaming by yourself,
Here's a
at least
bunch
for me.
of wacky structures you can meet, like Mint, who is a friendly apartment, here to help introduce you to the others.
That's awesome.
Or Millie, who's this tall windmill that might
Yeah, I'll check 'em out.
just step on you if you ask them.
This
nicely.
is Summer Games Fest. It's where they announce new
Also
indie
find
games and
these chesters hiding
well,
around the
for now
island.
I think it's indie
They're
games.
not looking for a date. They're
Before it
not
was like
very
AAA stuff.
complicated polycule,
But
they'll help you unlock new abilities.
yeah, just pretty much games that are coming out soon. Games that they're just announcing. Now we're watching some house
and wave dashing. If you're looking
run around
for a break,
for some reason.
there's a bunch of fishing spots around the island.
Yes.
Though the
indie
local
games, ironically, are
wildlife might not be what you
way
expected.
better than the AAA games. AAA tries too hard and creates movie games rather than fun
it
games.
Looks like there's a few questions on stream. Let me take a look.
They also copy and paste what's
Is this
popular
a
and
game
just
sim?
expect it
Not
to sell.
exactly. There's some dating elements, but the story all takes place in one day. So think of it more like a short hike, but stupid. Are you okay? No. Is my mother proud of me? No. Can you have sex in the game?
What?
But
Did he say it's like
there
a
is
short
some
short hike but
extra
stupid?
DLC, because just like in real life, you have to pay extra for that. An unexpected adventure awaits in Building Relationships.
Why do I
which
want
is
this
now
game?
on Steam.
Beep beep. Jesus Christ.
What am I doing in my life?
Last summer, Day of the Devs featured a little-known game that celebrates the everyday and turns it into something therapeutic. It became an absolute hit, and we're oh so happy to world premiere their latest DLC.
Why in the hell? They're trying to appeal to TikTok children.
Hello, I'm Annie. And this is Lucas. Here we are, working hard finding stars for A Little to the Left. It's a game where you solve puzzles by organizing household items. We think it's neat that there are different ways to arrange things. In our game, you find stars with each arrangement that you discover. And we really leaned into this idea for our new DLC, A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars.
You have not played this game.
Seeing Stars is all about...
I actually looked into this game a couple weeks ago.
There are 33 new levels, and 5
I don't know how I
additional
guessed that
levels to unlock.
correctly, but
Some levels have up to 5 different ways to solve them.
honestly, this is my kind of
In total,
game.
there are 100 stars to discover. We've introduced interactive items.
I could sit
that
here
can
all day and play
flat,
this shit.
Stick, stack, smash, and bounce. We've got the classic organizational puzzles, of course, and solutions. That
And then
range
at the end of the
from
day, I'd be like, what am I doing with my life?
There's a lot to be excited about, but the best thing of all might just be more cats. A Little to the Left, Seeing Stars, available June 25th.
Have you ever wanted to play a game forever? In Hello Again, developed by the folks at Soup Island,
Kitties, we
you'll
always like
delve into
kitties.
ancient ruins, and thanks to a strange time loop affecting the island you're on, you'll have plenty of time to explore every inch.
Hello again. My name is Dwight Davis, and I'm the sole developer behind Hello Again, which is a game about being trapped in the world's coziest time loop.
Alright, so this is going to be over in 15 minutes, and then
In Hello
Devolver
Again, you play as a
Digital's
diligent
next, and
postal
then
worker who was assigned
after
the
that, I'm
task
going to
of
end
delivering
stream.
a package to a remote island.
I do want to see
One
Devolvers
shipwreck
because
later,
they always have a
you
good
awaken
conference.
stranded on the island and trapped inside an
Quote-unquote
unexplained 12-hour
conference.
time loop. The 3 core pillars of Hello Again are exploration, conversation, and puzzle solving. This is a dense game with lots of strange locations and phenomena, so a lot of your experience will consist of walking around and filling your journal with observations.
Oh yeah, I love
As you
Tiny Build
explore,
too.
You'll discover that everything runs on a clock, from the weather to the tides to the ancient circuits that power the ruins littered across
The music
island.
sounds like Animal Crossing right now.
As you play, you'll also unearth a forgotten story about
Okay,
people
it's
who
copying
populated
Animal
this island
Crossing.
thousands of years ago.
Dude, it
Since
sounds
the
so much
Islanders
like
have
it.
no idea that they're bound to a time loop, you can use your ever-expanding knowledge to help and/or manipulate them, so you can reach your goals.
Animal Crossing music, look, what did I just say?
So, in short, what happens when you mix the gameplay and mechanics of Outer Wilds with the vibes of Animal Crossing and the small town feel of Groundhog Day? The answer is Hello Again, coming in 2025.
So our next title, Tom the Post Girl, is a narrative adventure game by Zurich-based studio Oopsie Daisies. And aptly named, as Tom, our main character, has plenty of oopsie daisies of her own in this game. It has a twisted sense of humor and offers choices that'll leave you wondering, should I have done that? Yeah, it's probably fine. If you're looking to connect with your inner voyeur, this is the game for you.
Hello, we're the Oopsie Daisies, a small studio from Switzerland, and we are here to present you our debut title, Tom the Post Girl.
Accompany
God.
Tom on her duties delivering packages to the deranged villagers. And discover a great deal, perhaps too much, about the locals. Her approach, although controversial, is highly effective, intense and obsessive stalking.
As you'll follow her, you'll witness a wide variety of scenes, each more disturbing and chaotic than the last one. But is that really gonna stop you from continuing to do so?
Quite the opposite.
We were inspired by the Little Red Riding Hood, which you can recognize in the main protagonist, Tom. We then used her curiosity and exaggerated it to the max, turning her into a stalking pod girl.
We had a lot of fun creating this very strange, unique, hand-drawn environment for you to explore, and hope that you'll also enjoy stalking around in it.
It kind of looks like one of those old point-and-click games like Pajama Sam. A bit different, but you know.
We're calling to all fans of creepy cute narrative games.
If you're curious to follow the development of Tom, make sure to stalk us on social media.
And of course, wishlist the game on Steam. Bye!
Bye!
This next game is based in Jakarta, and it's full of lots of life stuff. Happiness, sorrow, music. It's called Afterlove EP, and it's awesome.
Hello, my name is Sasha, and I'm the lead narrative designer of the upcoming narrative game, Afterlove EP. This game is about a musician in Jakarta who hears the voice of his girlfriend after her death.
Come on, Nama, get up!
It will explore the theme of love, dealing with loss and grief, and finding your true self in the bustling city of Jakarta. This game was the golden child of my best friend, the late Fahmi Hasmi, who sadly passed away in March 2022.
Oh no.
And I know how much he loved this project, and he would want the world to listen to this story. So we are more than honored to pick up the torch and continue his legacy. Fahmi loved Jakarta very much. I'm always the introvert side of our friendship duo, and he was always the one who took me to all the wonderful places in Jakarta I used to never know about. And most of those places made it into the game, like the places where he loved ramen, or where he would get his coffee, or like where he would meet his friends, or music. And I've enjoyed exploring those places in the game, like we used to do. We've had the pleasure of working with a wonderful shoegaze band from Jakarta, Lalfalfa. They are very brilliant.
I love how he always keeps his hands in his pockets.
Sorry, I can't really help fangirling about them. Like, they are so good. And Lalfalfa will be making the soundtrack for Afterlove EP, including the music Rama plays in the rhythm game. We are also really happy to be working with our main artist, Soyatu. Soyatu has breathed life into our characters with his very distinctive art style, and also his love for the underground music scene. We don't have the release date yet, but we expect it to be released around October this year. So please bear with us a little longer, and thank you so much for your support.
That's coming to everything. Look at that.
We all need a good mystery to unravel, and the team at European developer
we do?
Caligram Studios aims to please with their upcoming
Just
game
kidding.
Phoenix Springs. In this neo-noir adventure, you'll search for your lost brother while navigating a captivating world with one of the most striking color palettes I've ever seen.
Hi, I'm Jigme Oiser, co-founder of Caligram Studio, and it's my pleasure to introduce you to our mystery adventure game, Phoenix Springs.
When I finally find him, my brother makes me promise not to go to the Oasis. So, of course, it's where I end up.
You play as Iris Dormer, a reporter whose search for a brother leads her to this beautiful yet eerie desert oasis named Phoenix Springs.
It is a beautiful place to explore. Life is slow. The air is clean. Secrets are kept. But should I stop looking for answers?
We call it a modern point-and-click game. It feels like one of the classic of the 90s that we know and love. But the
What was
key
I
difference
just
is that
saying?
you don't hold objects in your inventory. What you have instead are thoughts and concepts. and ideas, like a detective pinboard, and you have to connect them with the world around you or mention them in conversations in order to progress. The game has been in development for 7 years now. We're a small team of 3. And,
7 years.
One of the biggest challenges was trying to crack the art style, which is a combination of 3D and traditional 2D hand-drawn animation and illustration. Over the last year, we've been incredibly lucky to be able to take the game on the road. Places like South by Southwest Sydney, the London Games Festival, or IndieX in Lisbon, where he won the award for Best Art Direction. But really what we saw,
Yeah,
the
exactly,
value of these
like-
events like Day of the Devs, it's not just
I can
being able
admire
to
this
get the
you know,
games in front
game,
of
but
players, but
I
really
can't see myself
connect
playing
with
it
other
really.
developers, especially in small teams, who might be facing the same challenges you do.
I will never stop looking for answers.
The game is set to release on September the 16th, 2024 on Steam, so you know what to do.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
in the meantime, on behalf of the whole team, thanks again to Day of the Devs, and we really can't wait to welcome you all into this little world that we created for you.
Road 96, Lost in Harmony, 1111, Memories Retold. Developer Digix Art out of France has had a pretty prolific run, and we're so very proud to world premiere their very next game. Spoiler alert, it has a lot of water.
Oh, it's Pokemon Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Hi everyone, we are Audition Ayub from Jigsaws.
Here is the project that we've been working on. for
I
about
don't
3
know.
years, since Road 96.
We are
I could
really
look it up,
excited
but
to present to you our
it's
new
usually
game,
like
Days of Tomorrow.
around 30
So
minutes, I
get ready
think.
to be surprised and enjoy the show.
Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. Best place to... Wait, you look familiar. Welcome to Pleasureland, my friend. I'll introduce you to the joys of this amazing place.
Yeah, they're usually not long.
You'll learn what it costs to steal from Oben.
I hope it's the right one.
They have the same clothes.
Wait, that's not the thief. But it was your friend who did it, right? I made the mistake. You want to talk to me? Get on your knees first. Bastard! You won't get away with it! Your friend escaped with my Ozen. And now, you'll pay for it.
With Day of the Devs, our mission has always been to celebrate the creativity, diversity, and magic of video games.
We strive to give a voice to emerging and underrepresented talent and to connect players with developers and their games.
For more than 10 years, we've featured hundreds and hundreds of games at in-person events, and our digital showcase have been watched by tens of millions of fans globally.
Better yet, it's all been completely free. Free admission for attendees, free to watch our streams, and free for developers to participate.
It's common for developers to pay many thousands of dollars to be involved in other showcases and events.
But Day of the Devs has never charged developers to participate, and we never will.
This is only possible due to sponsorships and charitable contributions from people like you.
We want to continue doing Day of the Devs forever, but we're not going to lie, these events and shows cost a lot, and fundraising is hard.
We're so enormously grateful to everyone who has supported us all these years, but for Day of the Devs to continue, we're going to need ongoing support.
So please, if you love discovering new games and supporting emerging developers,
if you would like for us to keep on shining the spotlight on creators,
and especially if you are in a leadership position at a studio, publisher, or platform,
and have budgets that you can tap into,
then please consider donating to Day of the Devs.
Without your donations, without your sponsorship,
without your help, none of this can continue.
And remember, we're official 501c3 nonprofit organization.
So all contributions are tax deductible.
To find out more and make a donation, head on over to dayofthedevs.com
or email sponsorships@dayofthedevs.org.
Thank you so much for your continued support.
Stay tuned for Devolver Direct, coming up right after Day of the Devs. Thank you to our generous individual contributors and corporate sponsors. We could not do this without you. And here's a list of all the amazing companies that have supported us in 2024 so far. You could be on this list too, if you email us today. Founding sponsors, Double Fine Productions and I Am 8-Bit. And our 2024 sponsors, Annapurna Interactive, Bone Loaf, Devolver Digital.
That's pretty cool, Double Fine.
Idea Xbox, Maximum Games, Netflix Games,
But I mean,
Nighthawk Interactive, Panic.
I kind of want another game from them.
Top Agenda, Sabotage Studio, Studio MDHR, Summer Game Fest, UFO 50, Exola, Blumhouse Games.
I don't even
Thank
care what
you
it is.
so much
They're really
for
good
your
devs.
continued support. Special thanks
So whatever they
to
would
our
put out
guy,
would be
Dose
good.
One,
I
for
trust.
providing beats, interludes, musical poetry, yet again.
And they
for
seem to
Day
be
of the Devs.
passionate
We
about
could
their
not
games,
make
too.
This show as bombastic and cool and vibey without your stuff, man. You're a genius. Check out his stuff. Dose One. If you love this program and you want to support us, sign up for our email blast at dayofthedevs.org.
Oh, Knights and
We do
Bikes.
lots of events and showcases throughout the year, and that's the first place to find out about stuff. Stay
I'm
tuned
surprised
after
that
this
I didn't
program
know that
for
was
a
them.
Pretty awesome musical performance. You don't want to miss it.
Looks like that's it today. Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Jeff Keighley, for having us. Thank you for the developers for making these amazing games. Thank you to the curation committee for finding them. Thank you to all the sponsors who help make Day of the Devs possible. And most of all, thank you to you. for
Right, just in
sticking around.
case.
Hey, and thanks for watching Day of the Devs Summer Games Fest Edition. Bye.
I have no idea what I'm watching right now. Just some guy on a... What is it, a synth piano? Like... I want to see what chat's saying. Yeah. Right? Oh my god. Okay. This is the musical performance. It just came late. Honestly, if this was part of the first section, I would have counted it. I don't give a shit. Now, do you actually think that this is like live, or he's just, you know, making some music video type shit? I know it's the whole thing isn't live, but like, you know, are we getting the audio with the video connected? I highly doubt it. Alright, no, this is taking way too long. Wrap it up. I love watching the comments. Oh, Devolver's hasn't. I thought this was Devolver. They're opening. Okay. Video games. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you could count these as video games. How's it going, Cyclone? Have you been like watching any of this event? Like Summer Game Fest? If you haven't, yeah, it didn't miss much. There's been like nothing. Yeah. Yeah, the music's good. It's just like people want to see new games revealed, not whatever this is. I guess this was the bonus content they had. Where's Devolver? Like, it's not even supposed to be live, so why are they late? Hey, dude. Alright, cool. Did you really just make us watch 10 minutes of that? Day of the Devs just lost a point for whatever that was.